Hello. In today's video, I will talk about the King of Swords. So, Swords is dealing with the energy. In the Buddha families, we're talking about karma. The energy, we're talking about action. The element is the air. In a regular deck of cards, we're talking about the suit of spades. This energy is the energy, again, of action. The color is green. It's considered all-accomplishing action. This card, and this suit in particular, is represented by white people. It feels like a very global northern energy. Not that it doesn't manifest in the global south, but I think that it's more highly concentrated in the global north. It's the energy that I think of as the Great White Father, or the colonizer. It's the energy of conquering, and it sees where things need to change, and it's the energy that's going to actually make that change happen. This king, again, we're talking about mature masculine energy. And so this is the mature white father. He has this broad sight. And so he's going to be the father who knows what the child should be doing. He knows, he kind of has things set up, and he knows, what everyone should be doing to make things work well. He's going to be the father who he's going to have a lot of answers, and he's going to have a lot of he doesn't have a lot of tolerance for nonsense or confusion. He's going to sometimes maybe be kind of short because he already knows what you should be doing, and anything kind of outside of that is just noise or nonsense. He is, in his wisdom, he does actually see where change needs to happen and what things need to change. And he's going to make it happen, whether it's him himself or he's going to get someone else to do it. But he is going to be the kind of guy who, I think of him as like the CEO or something, right? Where he's at the head, and he has a lot of people working under him because he can't do it himself, but he knows who to get into what positions because he can see kind of, the broad picture. And so he's going to position people in positions to make things happen. He's probably going to be I think of a chess player who's thinking, who's considering the whole board, who's considering his position, and who's thinking many steps ahead. He's going to be a bit controlling. He's in his neurotic state. He can go to the place of anger and destructive anger. He can destroy a lot of things because he can see and can take action and does take action. When he's off, there's a lot of destruction. And even when he's actually in his wisdom, he can destroy things, destroy systems, destroy villages, destroy societies and civilizations, because how he sees things is how he's going to try and make them. Like how he sees things to work well or to be correct, he's going to try and make that happen. And sometimes his vision, although it's broad, doesn't consider the other, doesn't consider, like, well, maybe that civilization is okay working that way. And even though you see a better way to do it, doesn't necessarily mean that they're doing things wrong. But I think of him as like, he's going to put into place things like human rights issues, because he thinks that what he sees happening in some country in the Middle East is not okay, and it's not okay for any human to have that experience. And so again, he's the father who's going to insist on certain things, like, if you're going to be in my house, you got to follow these rules, or if you want my money, you must go to medical school, or whatever. He's going to be that kind of father. His wisdom is that he's not afraid of responsibility. And so as long as you respect what he's saying, as long as you go to medical school, he's got you covered. He's going to pay for medical school. You're going to have a comfortable ride, but you've got to kind of toe the line. He's not going to just throw his money away. He's like built up these resources, and he's not going to just throw them away on whatever you want to do. Like if you want to go to school for basket weaving, he doesn't have a lot of tolerance for that. He's going to be like, no, that's not okay, and I'm not spending my money for that. So if you want to do that, hit the road. I'm not going to be like, I don't have a crib for you, I'm not going to feed you. But if you are going to contribute to his vision, he's definitely going to take care of you. And so he's going to be a caretaker in that way. Like, and it's not personal, it's just that he sees how things are going to be successful, and he is going to help you to create success. He's not going to help you to destroy his vision or to destroy, and it's not like he's attached to his vision. It's just a vision that he has where he sees how things can be better and things can work more efficiently. Again, this energy, this whole suit felt very white, very global northern, and so his family is white, the queen, and the entire suit is represented by white people, and it just felt global northern. It like, this energy feels very, like the conqueror, the explorer who's going to go out and explore and see where things need to be improved in the world. I know that this is a very controversial energy, especially right now, with the white man being at the helm of so much global destruction. I think it's an energy that I'm actually very attracted to for reasons I'm not necessarily clear on. I guess the wisdom of it, the wisdom of like, this is where I stand, I'm willing to take responsibility, like the willingness to take responsibility feels, is very dear to my heart. He hasn't necessarily fully taken responsibility for his move, but he tries, and certainly within his family, he tries to take responsibility for what he sets up and for like what he's putting out into the world. And it's kind of attractive to me. I see the wisdom of it. I see the wisdom of, seeing the bigger picture and trying to make things right for all of the people, even though it doesn't always turn out that way, because of course the people have their own path and their own love. And so to come into an environment and say, I want to fix everything for everyone, doesn't necessarily fix it. It only fixes it for you or the people like you who have the same vision. And so obviously his energy can be a bit violent because it can kind of go against what others love and see and how they understand things. And yet there's still this wisdom in it. There's still this broad sight. There's still this I see how this can be better, and I'm going to try and make it better. And whatever I have to do to have my vision realized, I'm going to do. And so he's going to hire people. He's going to, put systems into place that are going to improve situations. And in many ways, he actually does improve a lot of situations, even though he sometimes causes destruction. So yeah, he's that guy. He's that father. And albeit a little bit controversial, he is kind of dear to my heart. I think that's all I want to say about him for now. The next video, I will talk about the Queen of Pentacles. So we're going to hop back over to the Queens. I've already spoken about the Queen of Cups, and so we're going to talk about the Queen of Pentacles next. Thank you for joining me, and I will talk with you soon.